What's going on, everybody? I want to talk today about my interview this past Sunday with Michel Rivera, and the link will be in the bio if you guys want to check it out. This is a whole live stream. I will be putting it out in parts, but as of right now, I just have the whole live stream in the link in the bio, and once I put them out in parts, I'll add those to the bio as well. Um, my interview with Michel Rivera, I found it so interesting because I felt like you got a real sense of who he was as a person. I did a lot of research on him leading up to the fight. Leading up to the interview, and I don't feel like he ever got as comfortable with the interview as he did with me. Like with me, he spoke about his connection with God and how his mother didn't want him to be a boxer because she was a religious woman, and boxing, you're fighting and stuff like that. He spoke about how he had a kidney issue that required surgery, and then a miracle, like he felt like a miracle happened when the doctor came up to him and told him everything is cured, you don't need surgery, and you're going to be fighting in stadiums, and you're going to be world champion. He also spoke about how going into the John Fernandez fight, he was experiencing, you know, tightness in his right shoulder walking into the ring, and then once he got in the ring, was landing his right hand, wasn't feeling the tightness, but when he got the knockout, he was feeling that tightness in his right shoulder that he felt when he was walking in. That's why you see him just walk off and not do a crazy celebration when he gets the knockout. And what I found most interesting about that story is, again, I was doing my research on him. I had just seen that knockout the day before. Because again, I was watching fights of his. I was doing my research. I was doing my thing. And so when he was saying, like, oh, if you look at the video, I just walk off. I don't celebrate. I don't do anything. I had just seen the video the day before. So I knew exactly what he was talking about. And I was like, wow, that was a dope experience I had because I didn't even need to go back to see what he was talking about. I actually had seen it the day before. Uh, there was a cool moment where, because his birthday had just passed. So I was like, hey, like, happy belated birthday. You just turned 24. You're a young guy. And he was kind of like, man, like, this is something I feel like every man goes through when they get to a certain age. And for me, it was actually the same age, 24. When I hit 24, I had this same experience. He was like, man, like, I remember when I was 19 and people were telling me I'm young, and now I'm 24. Like, wow. Like, it almost hit him like, yo, bro, you're a grown man now. Like, that's it. You're an adult. He's married with a kid, and he's fighting, on Showtime, and getting paid good money, I'm pretty sure. And so I was like, really, really, I found that like a cool, kind of like a cute moment, like where he's just realizing he's becoming a man. And it happened on camera, it happened on my channel. So I really appreciated that moment that he had. Again, I had that same experience at 24. At 24 is when I really felt I became a man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of moving parts were happening in my life, and that's when I felt like I was all grown up. Like, I was ready for the world. At 24 is when I was felt like I was a man, and it kind of looked like he was having that same experience. Another thing is, he did kind of break news on my channel as well. He said that he spoke with the WBA, and the WBA said that after he fights, Tank fights Rolly, that they're gonna mandate, Michel Rivera to fight Tank. Now, I don't see how that's possible because he's just fighting a mandatory now in Rolly Romero, but I'm not sure if when he said WBA, he didn't mean like his promoters or his handlers. Maybe it was them. I'm not sure, but the point is, it's looking like if he wins his next fight against Adorno and Tank wins his next fight against Rolly, that's the fight we're gonna get, according to him. So if that happens, he broke the news on my channel, and I appreciate him giving me that. I also asked him how he got the Muhammad Ali nickname. His nickname is Salsa Ali, and I remember seeing his come up. His nickname was Michel Salsa Rivera. So where did this Salsa Ali come from? No, and out of nowhere, he said that it was PBC. PBC had the idea to promote him that way, and that they actually at one point asked him to change his legal name to Muhammad Ali. Could you believe that? Could you believe that the PBC asked him to change his legal name to Muhammad Ali? He pushed back, so what they told him is, look, just make it Salsa Ali Rivera, and he went about it, and he took the name, and it's going well for him. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't like that he was mimicking Ali in a sense, not in style, but mimicking Ali with the haircut and the clothes. But he claims it just happened by coincidence. He just like a fight last minute. He had white shorts, white shoes, and the crowd started chanting Ali, and that's where kind of like where PBC got the idea, and he's just ran with it. So, I found that interesting. Also, I like the fact that he's very, very into his family. He he spoke about how he's married with a daughter, and how, and I asked him when's the next one. He's like, ho ho ho, like slow it down. He goes, it won't happen for like another 4 or 5 years. Like, he's telling me to chill out and stuff like that. That was a cool moment. He spoke about how he wants to bring his family, both his parents, over to the Dominican Republic to America. Like, again, it's a really, really good interview. You really, really got a sense of who he was as a man, not just as a fighter. And yes, we did talk about his goals. What weight division does he plan on like maxing out at? His goals of being undisputed, or who he wants to fight in his next 3 fights. I got a lot out of him. It was a pretty long interview, and I appreciated him sticking around all the way to the end. Even at the end, I even took like 4 or 5 callers to call in and ask their own questions. So again, it's a really, really dope interview. I'm doing it injustice in this short little 7-8 minute video, but a lot got covered, a lot got asked, and he gave me a lot more than I was expecting. I was expecting more like just kind of like, the normal, who you going to fight next? What are your plans? This, that, and the third. But he gave me a lot of who he was as a man. And I think part of that was because he felt comfortable with me as a Dominican. And a lot of people don't understand that. That's why I kept the flag up. I'm like, a lot of people don't understand. Like, us Dominicans, when we see another Dominican, it's kind of like, are you one of us? Are you one of us? Are you Dominican? It's kind of, we all kind of have that energy. And he spoke about how he lives in Miami and there's not a lot of Dominicans out here. And I'm telling him, at one point, I'm getting all passionate. I'm like, there's mad Dominicans in New York. You need to come out here. Anything you need, I got you. I was really being a fan. And I feel like a lot of times in boxing, people forget that it's okay to be a fan. You're not a fanboy because you're a fan of somebody. Like, a lot of people like to get involved in the business, and I'm a PBC fan, and I'm a Top Rank fan, and I'm a Matchroom Boxing fan. I'm a fan of the boxes. I don't care what promotional company you work for. So, you fight for. So me explaining to him how excited I was and how much I'm going to make sure he gets supported here in New York was a dope moment. But again, guys, please check out the interview. It's a dope interview. The link is in the bio if you haven't watched it already. Also, again, I will be putting out in pieces. Tomorrow, I will be putting out a piece because a part where it's subtitled. Because there was a moment where I had on another Dominican on and we were just speaking Spanish. And I was being an asshole because the flow of the interview was going good. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to put it out with subtitles. And I would never do that again, by the way. Doing subtitles is so hard and tedious and annoying that I would never, ever do that again. But point is, for you guys who don't speak Spanish, I made a video with subtitles, and it's coming out tomorrow. So definitely check out that one tomorrow. And again, if you haven't checked out the full interview, the link is in the bio. But all right, guys, that's my video. I go live every single Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Although tomorrow, I think I may be going live at 8 p.m. because I have a few things to do. But usually 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. On Wednesdays, I go live. And also on Fridays at 12 noon. But all right, guys, until next time. Peace.